Hello everybody and welcome to Train Sim World 2. Today we are again in the DBR 363. We are having a look at a reskin I have done. I'm quite pleased with it because of course when my frame rate turns to exist instead of running on a PowerPoint, you can see that I am actually and when OBS wants to work. If I look over here, then there's frame rate. Okay. So this is the first Shunter that we've been able to relivery. It's also the first diesel, though. No, it's not. That's a lie. We can relivery the Sandpatch grade ones. But anyway, first Shunter and the first German diesel that we've been able to relivery. So I put it in the shunting service. Oh, pardon me. Shunting services livery of TTG4 on the side. Very basic colour scheme on the front. And then TG4 on the side. Same on that side. From above, it's pretty simple. And we're just hauling some assorted cars today. So let's get in the cab. We'll turn the train on. Engine's already on. Fuel pump's on. Engine room light on. We'll turn the cab light on. We'll turn the headlights on. Front, I don't want the rear headlights on. Stem lights on. Instrument lights on. Engine light on. Need the changeover switch. Throttle up. Brakes off. I've got to wait for them to completely drain. Okay, and now we can apply a little bit of throttle. Still not exactly sure how the throttle works on this. I know that once you get over a certain speed, you want this to get above here, and then it'll start to drive, but over here you need it for some of them. I don't know. Okay, come on. I can... Yeah, and there are a bunch of AI trains, so I got some AI down here. AI over here. And we got some AI over at passing, and we got some AI on the other side. Okay, so moving now. And when we're ready, we can start to amp up the throttle. We are going all the way to Munich, no, not Munich, Augsburg today. We're on Munich, Augsburg, by the way, we're not on Reskin. Scenario planner, goddammit. But we probably won't go the whole way, because on a good day that'll take 40 minutes. I don't have 40 minutes, and with this thing that hardly tops 70, it'll take a lot longer. I'm going to stick the throttle on full, so we can not have to live through this much. That's quite loud. Reason why I've turned down the volume on OBS. Logs, some auto racks, more logs, fuel. That's the last car, okay. And we're still only climbing through that. So I discovered that this is actually the speedo here. Got our RPM here. I think I need to keep it as close to 1/400 as possible. Okay, and we're on quite a steep uphill as well. I'll just check the map because I'm not familiar with this area. left? Surprisingly not. Would that be because I have done this wrong? Hopefully not. I don't really mind. I'll check that later. If the AI doesn't work, so be it. Again, I don't really mind. So we'll be going on the through lines, I believe. And we are losing speed. That's nice. Come on, train. There we go, a little bit more acceleration. I put the brakes on release. Right, now we should be on the downhill after this, which should be really nice. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with this livery. Except the frame rate's gone to complete trash. Oh, Gain, come back. Got heaps of time to position myself for a screenshot. Just reposition. And I think gradients are going to be our best friends today. Nice. I hit a staggering 35, and there's the RPM dropping. It's climbing back. Yeah, climbing back up. Coming off the throttle. Adding a touch of brake. And a little bit more brake. A little bit more of the direct brake. A little bit more. Right, that's good. Coming off that. Alright. I prefer to use the direct brake instead of the Westinghouse because it's just nicer. Barreling along now at a staggering 40. It's really impressive. Okay. Getting some flange squeal there, that's pretty amazing. Gotta go the whole bloody 50k. A little bit more throttle, please. And so I do have an AI service in passing. It's a 423 set that unfortunately doesn't have a service at the moment. But I think I could change that. And we've got 130, so I can stick it on full throttle. Can I reach the throttle? Oh, that's nice. pretty epic. Okay, back to this train. A little bit too much fun. So in theory this train has a max speed of 60, which really isn't impressive. But in practice I've got it to about 75, which is a little bit better. It's not really demonstrating that at the moment. Another grade. Alright, off. Stick it in release whilst we get up this. Already see we're decelerating, which I don't like the look of. Decelerating quite fast now. I do not like this. And levelling off? Yes. I really liked that shot, so I'll get another one. And we are on the fast lines, it would appear. So at least we got that. Today I don't want catenary in the way. Alright, 66, still accelerating slowly. Okay, I like this. And we're decelerating. Okay. Got a reward. Not bad. Yeah. Judging by this, if I do a little bit of quick mathematical skills at 60, if we say it's just 63 k's an hour, to do 45k, that's 45 divided by 63. No. 63 kilometers in 1 hour. That's 45, so it's 63 divided by 45. No, 63 divided by 45, yes. Which means it's 1. No, it's 5 divided by 63, which is. Then I want to multiply that by 60. Take 42 minutes. Think a little bit longer. Down to 62. Not brilliant. See how the AI is going. Has any of the AI moved? No. No, no, and no. Lovely. Is any of the AI at this end starting to move? We've gone so little. We've gone from there to there. It would appear not. Definitely appear not. This is very American-esque. Got the manual wiper handle. God, I think I'd rather do it myself, actually. I think I'll leave it at 100%, actually. And same on that side. So I can have a walk around, because this train doesn't have any safety features. There's an emergency stop on one side, bizarrely not the other. That's the handbrake. Anything in here that we can interact with? Doesn't appear like it. Some slightly lacking textures there, so they could use vectors. No, that's not what I wanted. Also, this is the stand on second man seat, which I can't really see a seat anywhere. Got some windows. This is basically the same controls. That's why the changeover button is for. Maybe we could change over at some point. Discover what benefit that does for us. No idea what that does. I assume that's PZB. I know what this is, but I can't remember what it is. More PZB. There's our speedo degrees. I don't know. These are our brake pressure gauges, and we kind of can go outside, because if we sit over here, then I show you. Basically, if I just pull the volume down a little bit, we've got, if I pull the volume down quite a lot, we've got basically like a little walkway. We can walk around here, and we can stand on some of these. Like, I think we can stand up on here, can definitely stand up on there. But you can't, so like when you're on the front area here, you physically can't access the cab. You can just about from the back, so you can walk up the back and get into the cab. But from the cab, you can't walk onto the back, which is a bit of a bummer. I mean, I haven't tested it, but I don't really think I would like to at the same time, because if it just sends me onto the floor, wouldn't like that particularly very much. Adjust the game volume again. Let's get a view from the road, shall we? Maybe from the top of this house. Oh god. Ah yeah, my game is not liking me so much for that. Had a couple of spasms. Still 40Ks, where are we? Wow, what progress. It gets to 30 minutes, I'm gonna call it a day. And I do have a bit of a plan for videos on, so when this comes, I'm recording this on Monday, it'll be coming out on Wednesday. Next video will be coming out Thursday. That will be more Livercraft, because Livercraft videos always come out on Thursday, and that video will be on hopefully building a nether railway. If that doesn't happen, it will be working on building my second house, because we have got to the nether roof, and because of that we want to get a nether hub through minecarts. And we are also, after that, Saturday and Sunday, there'll be the 3 scenarios that come with this route. So that's truck service, cement mixer, and something else, if I am correct. Frame rate on OBS is really bad for some reason. Really bad. I've got it on my second monitor and it's really bad. Probably if I ran this on Sandpatch grade it would be a little bit better. Because it's running fine on my machine, it's topping 50 FPS. Which is a really smooth and nice frame rate, but you know, what can you do? Gear selector. I want to have a look at this. Apparently not. Right, come on, build the revs. And I would like to drive the 143 again, because I've discovered that it is a really nice train to drive again. Passenger services are especially nice, because there's no like throttle, it's just the AFB, so as soon as you apply some brake, it automatically pulls off the throttle, because the throttle is controlled by computer. So then as soon as you shut the doors and take the brakes off, it automatically accelerates. And you don't need to worry about making the acceleration comfortable, because the train does that for you. Gradually builds up the throttle up to notch 31, and then slows it down because it's AFB. The only problem is it's really slow. I mean, apart from that, it's really nice to drive. Speaking of which, why don't we have a go in the second man's position? If we sit here, activate our changeover, run forward, now I can throttle back up again. I do need to come over here, however. Our brake key in this. I think there might be brakes anywhere. Not that it matters. You can just poodle around. Actually, yeah, I think I would actually quite like to switch back over here. If I stick that throttle up, and then I can switch back over to this side. Stick that on idle. Right, now we're building back up the revs. Slowly. If I look at a wall, frame rate picks up, but as soon as I get a train involved, it's really slow. On OBS, on my machine, it's fine. Right, let's have a look. Love it. The horn's a little bit lame, but it is a shunter, so I mean they're all pretty lame. God, why is it so slow? The revs have dropped. The revs even climbing? No, they're not. Come on, brake pressure. Right, now the RPM drops, and now I want to get the RPM back up, and it's just sitting there. You know, at this rate we've gone virtually nowhere in the grand scheme of things. We've gone from there to there, not even halfway. 25 minutes in, I think I'm gonna bring the throttle down a little bit, and I think we're going to add a little bit of brake and bring this train to a stop. You know what? Also, why don't we do a little bit of train surfing? Now this is what I like to call slamming it. What does emergency do? Does emergency just lock the wheels up? By God, yes it does. Right, so there's a little bit of train surfing for today's session, and I think that'll wrap it up. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, do all that shbam, and I will see you all next time.